bloodthirsty creatures on the planet. Creatures whose very nature is to destroy. They're responsible for the deaths of at least 44 people each day. These creatures are... Oh, hold on, that's the wrong slide. Yeah, this should work. Humans.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Human nature, at its core, is destructive. We fear what we do not understand, and our immediate response to fear is to destroy it. And let me just say, we don't understand a whole lot, specifically when it comes to the ocean. So here, me and a few others are going to talk about why human nature is to destroy, supporting my claim, the things we have destroyed, and why we need to straighten up and stop that. Thank you.
Good evening, folks. My name is Jackson Ricken, and I'm a graduate of the University of Shark, and I have a degree in sharkology. Now you may be asking, what's that? But on another note, studying things like this. Great white shark. Pretty scary, right? We call them the trash cans of the ocean, and that's because they eat everything from license plates to handbags to computers to even other sharks. And one of these was even used in pop culture in the movie Jaws, 1975, 1976. In this poster you can see right here, there's this terrifying great white shark, and it's targeting this young woman as its next target. But really, the reason that happens is because sharks are actually thinking that we are their prey, but no, we're not their prey. So they're attacking us by accident, really. And that's the whole reason that there's so many shark attacks. Like in the year 2015, all the shark attacks off the coast of the Outer Banks, North Carolina, there were just plenty of accounts of shark attacks. And the whole reason was because they're being washed in from the Gulf Stream, and it had to do with their migratory patterns, and the environment was influencing their behaviors. Before we get too far into this argument, we need to understand what humans are doing to sharks. Now right here, this is an estimate of how many sharks humans kill per hour. Now that's a lot. Look at all those. In comparison, now this graphic on the other hand shows how many deaths are caused by each of these. You have shark attacks at the very top with the least, slipping in the bath, bee stings, lightning strikes, vending machines, and dog bites. Now that's a pretty impressive amount when compared to shark attacks. The USS Indianapolis was a World War II American cruiser, and she delivered parts for the atomic bomb Little Boy in 1945. Well, while returning from this secretive mission, she encountered a Japanese submarine, and this Japanese submarine struck her twice. 2 torpedoes. The first one struck her in the aviation fuel region, which kind of set that area on fire. And the second area was the magazine of the ship, which contained all of the ship's powder, ammunition, all that such. And the ship blew in half, sunk in under 12 minutes. 1,300 men, over 1,300 men were on board this vessel when it sank. 300 were initially taken down, leaving 800 stranded in the waters. Over the course of 4 days, men were picked off by sharks, salt water, and just hunger and sleep deprivation. And only 300 men were left at the end of this disaster, still considered by historians today to be one of the worst tragedies in American history.
So we're talking about all of this stuff about human nature and how human nature is to attack and destroy things. So I'm going to put the more artistic standpoint on this. We typically associate art with like peace and love, especially when we're thinking about how art is often involved in political movements. But then here we see this very angry man stabbing this poor little shark in the water, and this shark's trying to eat this naked man. But this naked man is infringing in this shark's territory. Now, to get a little bit more of an art nerd on you here, we can see over here that the hands are really detailed, which shows how eager humans are to be hands-on and do things without thinking. And then this foot is really not detailed, which I don't even know why the artist would do that in comparison to all the details everywhere else. And the shark almost has human-like eyes. Normally shark eyes are these beady black things that barely reflect any light, But this one has human eyes, almost to show the humanity in the sharks, whereas this guy looks really angry. So it's almost like the shark is more human than this guy. Thank you.
In chapter 64 of Moby Dick by Herman Melville, Stubb kills a whale and he wants to have the piece of the whale to eat. So because he's happy that he killed a whale. So Fleece, which is the cook, cooks the whale for him, and they look down at the sharks because they're making too much noise. But the narrator, Ishmael, he describes how sharks are just like dogs. They're at the table, like dogs are at the table waiting for meat to be passed down to them, like sharks are waiting at ships waiting for meat to be thrown at them, especially whale carcasses. After Stubb tells Fleece that he doesn't like the meat, Fleece starts walking away, but Stubb stops him and tells him that he wants a piece of the whale's private parts for breakfast tomorrow. And Fleece comments to himself that he's acting more of a shark than the sharks are who are eating the whale.
During our short program of speakers today, we have learned that those who we fear are those who we do not understand. And those who we understand most are the ones who we really need to fear, ourselves. Together, we can all educate ourselves and learn about the creatures who dwell in the oceans, and learn about the horrors of humanity, and realize we can overcome this as long as we just learn together.